Hello and welcome to my running era. Yes, I said it, my running era. If you're new here, wish you are. My name is Janitsac, but you can call me Jay. And like I said, we're starting our running era. Let's get into it. So, I did write down everything I want to talk about in my little notebook, which is not a lot, but it covers everything that I do want to talk about. The first question is, how am I starting? Why am I starting? Why am I really even doing this? Like, girl, it's running. Like, what are you doing? Well, for the longest time, I wanted to run. Like, I wanted to be a runner. I wouldn't say an athlete really, because ain't no way I'll be an athlete at it. But I always wanted to try running. But there was one big old thing stopping me from doing that. And that would be my asthma. Lovely asthma. So that's why I never really did it up until now. And so I actually kind of like it. Now, the first thing I want to say is, don't be like me. In an aspect of, I started running on the treadmill. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me just start running on the treadmill and let's see what happens. Let me run barefooted, and not barefooted, like I still have my socks on, but barefooted on the treadmill with my socks on. It was the worst mistake of my fucking life. It was the worst mistake ever. At that, I didn't even stretch. Worst mistake. I didn't realize how stretching is so essential. Stretching, a must. A freaking must. Like, I would never do it again. Like, it's a must to stretch as it is before running. And it's a must to have good shoes, good supportive shoes when you're running. Again, I didn't have that. So I waited until the next week and got me a new pair of shoes. I am walking on clouds. Like, I'm not even sponsored by them, but I am walking on legit clouds. I love them so much. When I tell you that I really love these shoes, I mean it. Like, I'm not sponsored or anything. Again, I am not sponsored, but these shoes have literally saved me and changed my whole life, because one, they're supportive, which I'm so used to like having flat shoes, that these curve up a little bit. And to be honest, I feel like I actually needed it. Like, I actually needed this kind of support, because I ran for the first time as it is barefooted the front of my feet, basically this at an angle. That's a no-go. Like, what was I thinking? Why did I even do that to myself? I don't even know. So running just flat was not it for me. Running in a way like this and my tippy toes was not it. My calves the next day and the next day and the next day for almost up to a week were on fire. Literally on fire. Like, I would never do that again. Like, I didn't run again until the next week on Monday. Was it Monday? No, I lied. Till Tuesday, and here's why. I bought these shoes. So these are the Brooks. These are the Brooks Trace 3s. I absolutely love them. Like, there's literally so much support in these, especially as a beginner friendly as it is. I love them. I love them for me. And I think if you're just starting off, you will love them as well. Keep that in mind. Beginners friendly. If you know, you know. I also use an app and it's called Just Run. Basically, these are the ones that I've completed so far as it is. My day 1 was horrible. Again, I would never do it again. But my day 2 and 3 were amazing because of the shoes. My day 2 and 3, it's basically a 5-minute warm-up, and then I run for 1 minute and I walk for 1.5 minutes. And so for about 28 minutes and 30 seconds. I didn't really do the cool down as much, like the last 5 minutes of a cool down those first 2 days, because I felt good. But I did sit down. I kind of did like change my shoes, just relax a bit. Week 1, day 3 at the beach. So I did kind of get burned. I'll explain that that's a whole different story. But I loved it. And I ran in these shoes. If you're at the beach, you know you're going to be walking non-stop as it is. I walked that day for 7 miles in those shoes. Happy that I did, because 7 miles in flat shoes, like, it would have been horrible. The next day I did run again and I was still fine. I was good actually. And I ran, week 2 was run for 1.5 minutes and then walk for 2 minutes. Easiest thing in the world because of those shoes. I feel as if if I didn't have these shoes, I would have just Like, I would have called it a quit. And to be honest, because of these shoes, I don't really want to call it a quit. I want to run. I really enjoy the run, so of course I'm going to continue my running era. Now we're going to talk about the beach trip. If you know anything about the beach itself, you know if it's a 2-minute drive, it could really mean a 15 to 20-minute walk. For my case, that's what it was, and I decided to run it. I loved it. I ran and walked for that 30 minutes, got to the boardwalk, and I decided, you know, let me go do a little shopping, and then I'm gonna head back. I was not heading back walking or running. I was already done for. I was tired already. So what I did was I got me a little protein smoothie and then called the Uber back to the house. I went. From there, I went to the beach, got a little tan, got burnt to a crisp, and now I'm breaking out because of it. So if you have any suggestions about how to get better other than using Aloe and moisturizer, please help your girl out, because this I'm itchy 24/7. Like, it's really bad, but it is what it is. I wanted the sun. I guess this is what I get. When I went to the beach and ran, I did it scared. I'm never gonna see that same person again, so why not? And that's what I did. Will I do it again? Yes. Will I wear extra like sun protector? Yes. I put on sunscreen and I still ended up burnt. How? Don't know. But it was really worth it, and I would do it again. Except for the burning part, I wouldn't do that again. Now, I didn't run today, but I will definitely be running tomorrow. I am very excited to finally claim this era for me because it's really fun, and my asthma is not acting up because, again, I'm running for a minute and a half or a minute, and then I'm walking. Obviously, as weeks go by, it's gonna progress. But overall, I am very excited to start this era because I wanted to start this for so long, and I've always been scared, but I just pulled the plug, and I was just like, you know what? I'm doing this, and I'm not only doing this for younger me. Well, I mean, I am, but I'm really just doing this for myself because I want to better myself and I want to make my heart stronger. And this is also cardio, so why not? Like, this is me doing something that I've been wanting to do for the freaking longest without having asthma attacks, so why not? I'm very excited though. If you have any questions about how I've been using the app, if I will use any other app, definitely let me know in the comments. If you want me to talk about, you know, more videos on my stretches, if you have any comments, questions, or things that I can improve on, just literally do not be scared to write it on the comments and let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, like it, share it, and just subscribe to my channel. As a small content creator, I appreciate you to my dearest heart, and thank you for watching. Till next week.